Okay, so here's an example of a linoleum block, and I'm putting it onto a wooden bench hook. Let me move this forward so you can see it better. Okay, so the bench hook is hooked to the edge of the table, right? Here's the edge of the bench hook that's hooking onto the edge of the table. That's why it's called a bench hook, okay? And then we've got, this is a linoleum block from a student in the past who never finished the project. So I'm going to show you that using her block. Okay, here's the carving tool. Everybody pay attention so you can see how to use this tool tomorrow. Eyes up here. Noelle, eyes up here. Okay, first thing you need to know is the back of the tool screws off, or we have a few tools where it actually pops off. Most of them, the back screws off. If you have a tool that you can't get off, it might be the kind that pops off, okay? I just dropped the bottom. That's okay. I'll find it. All right. Inside your tool are your 4 blades. You've got a number 1 tool, which is the smallest V gouge. See how tiny that is? And it looks like a V. See that little V shape? And the number 1, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, is imprinted on it, the blade right there. So it says number 1. Okay, that's how you can tell. And then the number 2 blade right here, you see the number 2? Okay, number 2 blade is the next size of V gouge. See how it's a little bit bigger, but it looks like a V. Okay, number 3 is, see the number 3 right there? Okay, and the number 3 is your first size of U gouge. Instead of it being a sharp point, it's more rounded, so this is called a U gouge. And then your largest blade is a number 5. So here's the number 5 right here. This one's a little rusty here, but the blade is not rusty. And that's your largest tool. You're going to carve away your largest areas with the number 5 U gouge. Okay? All right. I lost the backing to my tool. Normally what you would do is take out 1 blade at a time. You would put the rest back and you would screw the bottom back on, but it dropped on the floor and I don't want to take the time to get it right now, so I'm going to do this. Okay. Now, this is how you put the blade in. First of all, let me show you this. This is what I do not want you to do. So I'm screwing this looser, okay? What I don't want you to do is to screw it so loose that it comes off, because you will see inside here are 2 pieces that can get lost really easily. So if this comes off all the way, and these fall on the floor, we may not ever find them again, and these are really expensive, so please don't screw this all the way off when you're loosening it. If you do loosen it all the way by accident and these fall out, just call me over and I'll help you put it back together, okay? Because this piece has to go a certain way. It can't go upside down. If it goes upside down, your blade will get caught in here and it will have a hard time getting out. So this has to go on here like this. But this is a good way to show you how the blade goes in. So see these 2 pieces? This is like a C shape right here, and this is like a ball shape right here. When you insert your blade, when it's inside here, you're putting, are you listening? Okay, don't tell me that you don't know how to do something later. I know why you're not going to know how to do something later, and it's because you're talking while I'm demonstrating. Okay? All right, so this is the sharp side. You can easily tell between the sharp side and the dull side. The dull side is going to go in between the C and the ball shape like this, but when it's inside here, okay? So you're sliding it. You have to loosen this so that these come apart, and you slide this dull edge that's curved right in between the C and the ball shape, and then you have to tighten it back up again to keep it in there, okay? So this is how it goes. I'm going to put these back in. These shouldn't come off, right? So hopefully you'll never encounter this screwed off all the way with these pieces loose. But see how they're kind of jiggling in there, right? So I have space now to insert that in between the C shape and the ball shape, just like I showed you, like that. Then you take this and you turn it to the right, righty-tighty, and it is now totally secure in there because I tightened it, okay? So turn it to the left to loosen it, to take it out, okay? And then put it back in, turn it to the right to tighten it. So now it's nice and tight, okay? This is the number 5 gouge, and so any large areas that you need to carve, you're gonna use the number 5. Any skinny lines like these, you use the number 1 or the number 2 V gouge, okay? So I'm gonna, remember you're carving away from your body, so I'm turning this so I can carve the middle of this cloud out. So I'm pressing down a little bit, and then I'm just going forward, okay? And see how these chunks come out like that? These are going to end up all over the place. So don't worry if you start making a mess at the end of class. You can just scoop them up into your hand off the table. You can just kind of scoop it into your hand and just throw all your little scraps away at the end of class. So because I'm carving out this slightly large area here, I'm using the number 5 gouge. But once I get to my edges of my cloud, I'm going to loosen this, pull it out, and I'm going to go for my number 2 V gouge. This is the number 2 right here. Okay, I'm going to put that in. Okay, and then I'm going to tighten it again. And now I'm going to go carve around my edges of my pencil line here. Okay, and that gives you nice, crisp, clean edges. Okay, now before you clean up, just one more thing. Remember, you can start carving by going down a little bit, but then don't keep going down. Then once you've gone down a little bit, move forward. If you keep going down, you will gouge a hole in your linoleum all the way to the bottom. Okay, so if you start by going down a little bit and then move forward. Okay, and you're going to carve right along your Sharpie lines. This one's a pencil line, it should be a Sharpie line. You're going to carve right along those lines. Okay, all right. You guys put your lino blocks back inside the lino bin for your period and sketchbooks away, and hopefully everyone can start carving tomorrow.